We are truly honored to have our next guest here in studio with us. Malala Yousafzai has been an outspoken advocate in the fight for every girl's right to an education.
It was nearly 10 years ago when Malala, who was just 15 years old at the time, was shot by a member of the Taliban while on her way home from school.
Well, in the years since, the young activist has continued her advocacy work through the nonprofit she co-founded with her dad, Malala Fund.
Her work earned her the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014, and it also made her the youngest Nobel laureate in history. And she is with us this morning. Malala, so honored to have you.
Thank you. Someone has to break that record.
Someone probably will never break that record. But you're here because you received the Elevate Prize Catalyst Award from the Clinton Global Initiative on yesterday. The Clooneys have won it. Trevor Noah has won it. And with the award comes also, $250,000 for the Malala Fund, unrestricted funding. What does a gift like that, what does it mean for your fund? How do you plan to use those funds?
I'm so honored to receive the award, and this money is going to help us to find alternative learning opportunities for Afghan children right now. Girls' education is banned in Afghanistan at the secondary level, and we want children to have alternative means of learning in this time as we push for their right to have access to education in a classroom as well. And we will be supporting Afghan activists who are fighting for the right of all Afghan girls to be in school.
Mm-hmm. Can you go into more detail about what some of the barriers are for these girls trying to get an education? And for folks at home who are watching, how can they help this fight?
It's really hard to convey this message to people, but there is a global emergency in education. There are so many factors that are pushing so many children out of school, including climate change, wars and other crises. Look at what's happening in Afghanistan and Ukraine. Look at how the floods have impacted so many schools in Pakistan right now. So, tens and thousands of schools have been washed away in these floods. So, because of all these, catastrophes that we hear about, yes, children are directly impacted, girls are impacted, and they're often disproportionately impacted. So we need to create this urgency that we prioritize the education of our children. And if world leaders are serious about the future of children, then they have to be serious about education. And this is what I did at the UNGA when I was there at the United Nations. I brought other girls with me as well from Uganda, Ukraine, and Afghanistan to bring their voice through that platform to remind leaders that they have a responsibility to ensure that all children have access to safe, quality, and free education in every corner of the world. That's all we are asking for.
You mentioned Afghanistan, and the spotlight's been on that. What are you hearing on the ground right now? What is it like for young girls there trying to get an education?
Girls do not have access to secondary education right now because the de facto government of the Taliban have banned it. There are girls who are going to school secretly, and there are activists in Afghanistan who are supporting these alternative ways of education there. Some of them are advocating for women's rights and girls' education outside the country as well. And this has happened before as well, back in 1996. So the Taliban are not doing this for the first time. But what is different this time is the activism of women and girls. They are on the streets, on the roads, speaking out about their right to education, their right to equal rights, their right to work. They need to be treated fairly. These are the fundamental rights that any human, that any woman should have, and they should not be denied to the Afghan people. And Afghanistan right now is the only country in the world where girls are denied access to secondary education.
You just talked about the fact that you were at the UN General Assembly and you made this speech around with all of these other girls surrounding you. What was it like for you? I mean, the fact that you were shot at just 15 years old, fast forward to that moment where you were surrounded by those girls from all over the world, almost begging leaders to do something. What did that feel like for you?
Well, I stood there 7 years ago asking them at the beginning of the Sustainable Development Goals that make a commitment towards equal access to education. 7 years later, I'm standing here again. Have you heard us? Have you heard the call of children around the world? 130 million girls are out of school. How long will it take for you to ensure that the promise you have made to every girl is done in action?
Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel like it was received?
I hope it is received. I hope leaders do not just talk about it, but they take action. They allocate enough money towards education. They increase their aid towards education. They ensure that it is quality education that we are giving to our future generations. If they come together and if they are serious and they use their political and economic power, yes, they can make it happen. So in another 7 years, by 2030, I hope that we are celebrating. We are celebrating what they would have accomplished for girls' education and for all children around the world by then.
One of the things that I've long admired about you is it's not just what you've overcome, it's what you have turned your life into. You have devoted your life to this cause. And oh, by the way, you also started a production company.
Yes.
Extracurricular Productions.
I'm a producer as well.
So what can we expect from this production company over the next few years?
So we are currently partnering with Apple TV+, and my goal is to bring forward the voices of women, people of color, and young artists, and to show us how they see the world. We need to see more perspectives on our screen. We need to hear more voices. And I'm so excited that the ideas and the thoughts of these amazing people will be on screen soon.
Malala, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you even more for all the work that you're doing around the world. Thank you.
So honored.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.